Good morning. It's Celeste of Astrology by Celeste. Yes, it is on this, well, it's temporarily beautiful in California. We are having terrible, terrible storms that are really affecting lots of people. Hi, Lara. How was your trip to San Diego with all that rain? Oh my God. Yes. Hi, Brooklyn and Nina. And hey, Grace, I hope you're feeling better. And Scorpio Moon Coach. Hey, all sass, no breaks. Oh, I love your handle. Yes, I do. Okay. Yeah. Well, it's not raining right now here in Northern California. I'm in Oakland, but it's supposed to rain shortly. Okay. Hey, Celestial Hannah. Yeah, I hope. Yeah, the storms are an absolute mess. Yeah, absolute mess. Okay, good. I'm glad you got home A-okay. So let me get started because I have a lot to talk about, but I don't have any notes. So this is like, I'm freewheeling it this morning. Yesterday I had I do the transit talk every month for OPA, the Organization of Professional Astrology. And then I taught my Aquarius New Moon workshop, and that exhausted me. So I had to lay down. I planned to lay down for 30 minutes. And then 3 hours later, when I got up, I was like, oh no. And then I had all these things to do. So anyway, wonderful, Teddy. Yes. Welcome to Oakland. Yeah, for your visit. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad you enjoyed the opera. What a wonderful thing to do yesterday. Yeah, I love the idea of going to an opera, the moon in Sagittarius, the sun in Aquarius. All of that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, you'll figure it out. Okay, good. Well, the Celestial Insights podcast is here to help you navigate the energies of the week. And I swear to God, every title, I'm in psychically, I'm not a psychic, but my mental intuition is, on high whatever drive when I'm preparing my podcast. And I swear to God, the titles always come to life, sometimes in ways I didn't imagine. Like last week was The Bold and the Beautiful. And last week was when like the MAGA people went insane over the fact that the Chiefs were going to be in the Super Bowl because they're worried Taylor Swift and her boyfriend are like government ops. They were talking about psych ops. Like the government is using Taylor Swift as a psychological mind control tool in order to sway people to vote. They're very scared because she has so many followers, and they're giving themselves more and more trouble by the more they say about her, because I feel like she's not one to let things go. She has Mars in Scorpio, and it's thought to be on her ascendant. And I think she's going to be getting her revenge with this new album that's dropping. We shall see. I'll talk about that a little more the Japanese embassy released a statement that she will be able to get back to the United States in time for her Super Bowl attendance. It's crazy. It was crazy to see them release a statement about this. I think they were just trying to be funny. But yeah, so as Pluto is on her Venus, Pluto's at 0 Aquarius, her Venus is at 1 Aquarius, and all of this she's getting all this like psychological stuff projected on her, and as though they think they're going to control her by, amplifying how much she needs to keep her mouth shut kind of thing. She already supported Biden back in 2020, so I wouldn't be surprised if she finds ways to support him. Yeah. Celebrities have been used for that for decades. Yeah. Yes, Jess, I'm gonna do a little Grammys talk. I didn't see the whole thing, but I am gonna do a little Grammys talk. Yeah. So anyway, let me get myself together. I'm kind of going all over. But The Bold and the Beautiful, her boyfriend's a football player, and she's a beautiful, popular singer. So I thought that was in line with last week's. And then this week's podcast is called The Furies. And in California, where I live, we had a horrendous storm as Mercury entered Aquarius to meet Pluto. And it said, watch for what news stories you are seeing, because they are telling you something about Mercury Pluto and what it's going to mean. This is the first time Mercury's met Pluto in Aquarius for 200 plus years. Mercury rules communication, also rules wind. Pluto has a mass influence where things are broken down to the studs in order to be rebuilt. And it's associated with catastrophes. It can be deeply healing. If secrets revealed, like people telling the truth beyond their the shadow stuff is being told as the truth. And Aquarius is the collective. Aquarius is associated with wind and things like that. There was so much wind in the storm, this rainstorm here in California, with Mars in Capricorn sextile Neptune, Mars sextile Neptune in Pisces. Lots of rain, driving rain, damaging rain. Mars causes problems, it assaults, all that stuff. And Neptune and Pisces, lots of rain. But with the Mercury and Pluto and Aquarius, all these winds, power has been knocked out to about 1 million people in California. There's big concerns about landslides. Mars is still, where's Mars? Mars is in Capricorn. And it's coming to sextile Neptune in Pisces. Capricorn's earth, Pisces water, Mars moves landslides. So there's already been some. Hopefully, there may be more conversations. But what this Mercury Pluto is showing us is with climate change in California, there was something like a little mini tornado here and all kinds of weird weather that we've not seen before. And it's very, very concerning. So this is a headline for Californians that our weather patterns are changing, and it's getting more Pluto extreme, Aquarius extreme, like these driving winds. So we'll see. Oh yeah, there was a huge landslide in Beverly Hills, Brentwood. Yes, Mars in Capricorn, the land moves. Sextile Neptune and Pisces because of so much water. Yeah. Hi, Audrey. So good to see you. Yes. Yeah. Truth telling right on. So I know. Yeah. There's all this projection on Taylor Swift, and she does have the ability to sway things because she has 600 million fans, and there have been these polls that people would, her fans say they vote for whoever she tells them to vote for. So that's what a lot of this stuff is going on around her. It's very interesting. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about the Grammys. Oh, but first, okay, so I had the Aquarius New Moon workshop yesterday. You can grab the recording. It was a really good one. I keep saying that, but this one was really good. And there were some great hot takes that illustrated the astrology. And I talked a lot about Aquarius and what some things we may be seeing coming up. Astrology Foundations 201 starts on Thursday. Session B starts 10 a.m. Pacific time this Thursday. So if you know the basics, you got to know the houses, the aspects, the signs, and the planets. If you know the basics, you can come take this class. It's 5 weeks. It's live. Yeah, you can do that. And I'm teaching 2 sessions. It's a double decker. So I'm teaching Wednesday nights and Thursday mornings because people wanted to take the class but couldn't join on Wednesday nights. Oh, Audrey, your birthday is coming. It is really time for you to come for a reading. Yes, it is. Happy birthday. Yeah. Oh, nonstop raining for 12 hours. Yeah, this weather is really concerning. Okay, so you can join me for that class. Now, I wanted to talk about, and we're talking about well, Pluto and Aquarius and the Grammys. Let's start with the Grammys because that's so much more fun than talking about war and all this mess. And like Mercury goes into an Aquarius. Mercury moves from Capricorn, aside about like, you know, reality, governments, big business, all that, into Aquarius, a sign about the collective, large groups of people. And Aquarius is like, I feel like it's got lighter energy than Capricorn. You know, this air versus the earth. So we're going to lighten it up today. And Mercury met Pluto, and there were stories from the Grammys. Killer Mike, who this really is really disappointing. Killer Mike, he's this rapper. He's really a smart guy, and he's an entrepreneur and all this kind of stuff. He was arrested at the Grammys because it's unclear, some kind of misdemeanor. After he won his 3 Grammys, they put him in handcuffs and took him off, which is feels like really unnecessary. But anyway, Pluto can humiliate. How embarrassing to be arrested in front of, you know, millions of people. Yeah, supposedly there was some problem with security. I don't know what happened, but that was a Pluto in Aquarius conjunct Mercury event. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh, the Grammys was a festive Sages popping off. Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, so that was a story. But the thing I loved the most about the Grammys was Tracy Chapman came and did. So this guy, I think his name is Luke something. Luke Combs has redone her Fast Cars song, which is such it's such a Mars in Capricorn, sextile Neptune and Pisces song. It's Mars rules engines and things that are powered, so it's associated with cars. It's exalted in the sign of Capricorn, so it's lifted up, so it could do its thing, you know, better. So fast car. And sextile Neptune and Pisces, it's a song, but the song is so wistful about what these people would do if they had this, or what she would do if she had this fast car to get out of this, you know, the sadness and the drudgery of the life in the small town where nothing's going on, and she had to drop out of school to take care of her father and this and that and the other thing, like all these like Saturnian burdens on her, Saturn's and Pisces. If she had that fast car, she could Neptune and Pisces get out of there. So yeah, You know, I didn't pull Tracy Chapman's chart, but I did pull the Fast Car release. So the song was released on April 6, 1988, and I just used noon, but songs have a birth chart. And when it was released, the sun was at 17 degrees of Aries. And what's there right now? The North Node is at 17 degrees of Aries. The North Node is an amplifier. She's performing this with Luke on the Grammy stage. There was something about her song, her version has topped some kind of charts again. So the identity sun of this song is being amplified out into the collective. The timing of Mercury in the sky at the time that the Grammys started was at 29 degrees of Capricorn. Mars at the time of that the song was released was at 29 degrees of Capricorn. So Mercury on the Mars of the song in the sky, Mercury and Mars have been traveling together. And yeah, and Mars and Capricorn at 29th degree. If she had that fast car, she could, and then the sun in Aries, get out of there quickly. And the moon was in Sag the day that the song was released, and the moon was in Sag last night. Yeah, really, really interesting to see this song come to life again. And Venus in the sky last night was at 15 Capricorn and squaring the sun. So Venus squaring the sun. I don't know if the Luke guy won any Grammys for the song, but his version's really incredible. So anyway, I thought that was a great example of the astrology with the North Node on the sun of when the song was released. Oh, and Jupiter back then was at 6 degrees of Taurus, and Jupiter now is at 7 degrees of Taurus. So the song is having a Jupiter return. All of this wealth is coming back in based on all the plays or whatever, back to Tracy Chapman for the song from 1988. Oh my God, I was 18 years old when that song came out. I loved that song. And my moon's at 17 Aries. So that song, the sun of that song was on my moon. I mean, it touched millions of people. I mean, it was so in line with the collective energies with that 29 Capricorn, I feel like. Yeah, anyone from any culture can think about how, like, sometimes you just want this freedom from restrictions. So that's the Sag nature of the song, just wanting to get in the car and drive away. Like, you notice if people have Sag moons, sometimes they don't want to get involved in, like, if they get upset or if there's some kind of conflict, they like get up and they're out of there. So yeah, that's the theme of that song. I loved it. Oh, okay, we're the same age, Blinkenden. Wonderful. Yes. Okay, so the other thing, I don't remember, I haven't looked at her chart. Okay, yeah, and then what else happened at the Grammys? Oh, Taylor Swift, when she gave her speech, she won. Now she's got more Grammys than anyone in terms of album of the year, I guess. Pluto is on her Venus. Pluto is an amplifier and intensifier as well. So, like, her popularity is ever increasing no matter what MAGA is trying to do to convince people not to like her. Good luck. Yeah. Oh. Oh, wow. Claudio, you're going to have an intense year with those transits. Yeah. So Taylor Swift won for this, and she announced, and I swear to God, at the OPA, we talked a little bit about Taylor Swift yesterday at the OPA Transit Talk, and I said, I wonder if she's going to, like, launch a diss track about these people saying all these nasty things about her this year. Associated with, there's two things I'm thinking about, because Mars and Uranus are going to meet on her descendant. So the ascendant's her, the descendant's her audience, her best friends, like really, like kind of the one-on-one relationship you have with people, and open enemies is a descendant term. I said Mars conjunct Uranus is going to be on her descendant. I'm pretty positive her chart is right, that she's a 25 degree Scorpio rising with an 8 degree Virgo midheaven. And then I said maybe she'll launch something around Jupiter Uranus, because Jupiter rules big fame and Uranus like mass media, and she's dropping her next album. She announced it's called Tortured Poet on April 19th. That is the day before the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. And I wonder if she's going to she's been working on it for a couple of years, but I wonder if she's going to put a song in there about alluding to how how they're talking about her. Yeah. Okay. You've never heard one Taylor Swift song in your life. How is that possible, Lily? How is that possible? Some of them are good. Yes. Some of them are like the words. She is like, her words are good. I like the one where she talks about, I'm the blank space. That's a really good one. She talks all about, I think it's Blank Space, where she talks about how she's crazy and is that the I'm the problem is me? I don't know. I don't know her discography very well, but I do know she's highly popular. She has some really catchy songs, and some of them, when you listen to the lyrics, there's some depth to it. And her next album is called Tortured Poet. Pluto will be on her Venus. Pluto, brutality, torture, Venus, poetry. Yeah, and I'm sure it's going to be incredibly popular. But looking at the astrology of when the Grammy started, Jupiter, which rules success, awards, and she's gotten 3 hits of a Jupiter trine her midheaven since last year. And around the first one, she goes on this world tour. She made some billions and billions of dollars. When Jupiter reversed and came backwards, she was on Times the thing of the year, and now it's going back this way and trining her midheaven trines. Easy, smooth flow. She got a bunch of Grammys and now is the most decorated Grammy album person there is. And when she was on the stage, she said she knew her popularity had something to do with her winning all these awards. So that was like the Mercury conjunct Pluto. She was saying the quiet part out loud, and then Jay-Z got up there and said something about, how Beyonce has so many Grammys, but I don't know how she didn't win. Well, I do know, but she should have definitely won for her Lemonade album. That thing was so amazing and innovative. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, how Beyonce has never won Album of the Year, I don't know. But, well, yeah, I kind of do. But anyway, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I think she does use her platform more than complaining about her boyfriend. She does. She supports a lot of organizations. She puts her money where her mouth is, and supports a lot of organizations. I think she doesn't get enough credit for some of the things she does. Yeah. Yeah, Celestial Hannah's ready for her to pop off. Yeah, I would love it. It's Mars and Scorpio. I would recommend, yeah, Renaissance was amazing too. Beyonce should have won for Renaissance. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure there's some, yeah, racism or what have you at play with Beyonce not being like with these really innovative, different albums, never winning anything. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Beyonce's. They're both rich as could be, but I guess Jay-Z said something about, how it's not right. As he was accepting his reward, it was not right that she wasn't decorated more. What else was going on that I wanted to talk about? This might be a quick one because there's other. Oh, I want to talk about me, just as an example of astrology in action. So when you know what transits are coming and you know your chart, you can. It can help you understand what's going on in the world around you. So Saturn has been squaring my Venus. And Saturn constricts things a little bit, and Venus rules, Saturn boundaries, constrictions, difficulty. It's in my 9th house. The 9th house, and I know the Saturn and Pisces, a lot of what has been going on with my Saturn and Pisces in my 9th house. I don't have Saturn and Pisces. Saturn and Pisces in my 9th house. I am like being pushed and working harder around 9th house teaching topic. So, and I'm traveling for work. The 9th house is like education, teaching, astrology is a 9th house topic. I'm getting more and more recognition. Saturn is about authority and being recognized as a teacher and a leader in astrology. I mean, I'm still nowhere near the pinnacle of people, but I'm going to be speaking at one of the most popular conferences, NORWAC, and I'm speaking for all these, well-known astrology groups. So Saturn in my ninth house, and today is a day exactly it squares Venus. But Venus is my natal Venus is in my 11th house. Groups, organizations, friends, all that kind of stuff. And Saturn can be a heavy, wet blanket. And I have Venus in Gemini, a sign of, I have so many stories, a sign of communication. So my friend Tiffany and I were doing a live on Saturday, and on YouTube. You can go watch it on my Astrology by Celeste YouTube channel. And the night before, she had problems with her computer, and during our live, it like just broke down completely. Saturn in Pisces. We were doing something. Pisces rules like images, phones, these sorts of things where you can see me, but I'm not really there. Yeah, and squaring Venus in Gemini in my 11th house. My friend's computer completely broke down, and she had to go buy a new computer. So you can see things happening to other people in your chart. Another friend yesterday tells me that the storm impacted a tree was leaning over from the wind, and she had to have an emergency tree service come out to cut down this tree in her yard because of the storm. So that was storm related. Saturn and Pisces, trouble from literal water caused my friend to have to, I don't see the Gemini, but anyway, it's the 11th house, and Venus, a friend, having to spend all this money to get them to come out and take down this tree. Myself, I have this little blemish on my face that's really weird. So Venus is beauty, and Saturn's the skin, and Saturn Mars. And so I have this mark on my face that I noticed yesterday. Hopefully it will be going away. The other thing is that I noticed my live. So last week, my live on Wednesday, and then on Friday, I had Rebecca Gordon on for a cosmic conversation. It was fantastic. I suggest you watch it. She is so brilliant. It looks like there was 0 people watched it, but I know a bunch of people watched it because they watched it and commented on both of these. So Saturn square Venus, there's some kind of glitch with Instagram that it's these lives I've been doing, the last 2 have not been recorded. So I'm wondering if as the transit is over, will the counter start going again? So hopefully that makes sense. So it looks like Saturn square Venus, nobody was watching, but I watched it for a little bit and it still said 0. So I think it's some kind of Instagram glitch. So those are examples. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the chart for the Grammys. I have it right here, but I have Fast Car in the middle. So the Grammys was, the ascendant was at 18 degrees of, the ascendant was at 18 degrees of Virgo, conjunct Juno in Virgo. So Juno is the asteroid of partnership. The ascendant was 18 degrees of Virgo, conjunct that, and that duet between Tracy Chapman and Luke somebody was one of the highlights of the event. And Taylor Swift has this, let's see, 18 degrees of Virgo. Let's see how it's a sextile her Pluto. And King Kunks, her North Node. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Anything else I want to say? Yeah, she is. Hi, Angelisa. Let's see. Do I have anything else I want to say? Yeah, Saturn is squaring. Oh, Saturn's squaring your Mars. If your Mars is at 1 Sag, now Saturn's moving away, and it's not coming back to in Pisces for 29 years. So, yeah. Oh, good. Okay. Namaste, Natasha is a Gemini sun and a Pisces moon, and has been so emotional. crying and processing a lot of things in the past, and it's enlightening. Ah, yeah. Well, yeah, Saturn is squaring your moon. That is a time where, yeah. Oh, you were born and okay, so you're a Gemini sun and a Pisces moon. So you're a third quarter. Yeah, you're born a third quarter moon. You're doing some psychological integration of stuff around your sun, your identity. I wonder if there's something around, if some of it's about siblings or communication, Gemini topics that is really stirred up within you, and Pisces moon, yeah, just that tender, soft moon feeling a little constricted. That makes sense that this is a time where you're feeling very emotional about stuff, and I wonder if some of it is about belonging and things like that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, hi, Lata. So good to see you. Coming in LA in April. No, I have no plans to travel in April to see the tarot lady. I'd love to reset. It's one of these days I have to meet her in person for sure. Oh, good, Nico. Nice to see you. Yeah, Nico came to the event yesterday, and I did a reading for Nico. Yeah, I'm so glad you found it useful. Okay, let me pull these cards for us. I think that's enough talk. Yeah, I don't feel like talking about war or anything. Although, notice the news. Yeah, I was watching something on someone's Instagram that was a general from a couple of years ago talking about Israel, and he said he didn't think Israel would be a state in 20 years, which was really like so aligned. It was Mercury conjunct Pluto, and he was going on about how he felt that Israel was the Netanyahu government specifically too was a strategic liability for the United States that's going to drag us into a war. This was like a year or two ago. It was more than a year or two ago. He was saying this, and it was just so pertinent what's going on now. We've fired, three U.S. service people were killed, and 85, we had attacked 85 targets. So yeah, this whole, like, the Middle East is turning into this huge crisis, where I don't know. I feel like we're already at war in a lot of ways. Yes, Saturn rules the skin, and Saturn square Venus can be a beauty problem. Yes, it can. Yes. Oh, thank you, Ale. I'm so glad you liked the new moon workshop yesterday. So it was really interesting to see what this general was saying about, what's the potential for the United States to be drawn into, this war because of what is going on over in Israel. Yeah. Yeah, it's all just horrible. Back to Desert Storm chaos is what, oh, jeez. Yeah, Netanyahu is awful. Just awful. Yes, Mars. So next week, what's going to happen, hold on to your hats, and I talked about this. Mars is going to meet Pluto at 0 degrees. So there's the intensification of Mars war and Pluto catastrophe or aggression, and there's going to be we'll see what happens, because the war started when Mars was squaring Pluto. Hopefully it's about the United States government putting pressure to, like, this needs to stop, and there needs to be peace. We'll see. Oh, yeah, Saturn rules the skin. Saturn rules boundaries of all kinds. Yeah. Okay, let me just pull these cards. I guess I'm going to use this deck because I picked it up and started shuffling it. The Light Seers Tarot. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What do we need to know this week? We're going to be watching to see all these Mercury, Pluto things. The new moon is coming this week. Make sure to set intentions. You can get the workshop. You can join my class if you want. And what do we need to know about this week? I want to listen to Miley Cyrus, I guess. She performed at the Grammys. I want to see that. There were a bunch of people who were dressed like Tina Turner. I thought that was interesting. Fantasia and Miley Cyrus. Oh, wow. So, Eight of Swords is the first card. So when I see the Eight of Swords, I think about like you're in a prison of your own making. Because she see how she's wearing, see how she's got her wrists are bound, but it's like she has the ability to take it off. So yeah. So this is Chris Ann's The Light Seers Tarot. Let me do Eight of Swords. Feeling stuck, a time to open your eyes to unveil the truth, having more options than you thought, an opportunity to let go of an old story. I am free to choose my healing and my light. Yeah, because like she looks like she's blindfolded. Her eyes are closed. So a time to see the truth is what? A time to open your eyes to unveil the truth. That is Mercury conjunct Pluto, like having the truth revealed, the veil thins with Pluto, like really seeing these shadow things that you'd rather not, but it's time they need to be dealt with. And then the Eight of Cups upside down, like it can be about going back one more time to try again. So, like, are you going to see the truth? This is about people recognizing as well some relationships that maybe aren't in their best interest, or groups or organizations, Aquarius topics or thought patterns. Yeah. And Eight of Cups. Like, are you going to go back? And let me read this. And it's upside down. So... Eight of Cups is about walking away, then regretting your choice, feeling stuck in your reality, fears that block momentum, escapism, and avoidance. So seeing the truth. I like this. Seeing the truth. Feeling stuck in your current reality. It's time to see this truth. And if you feel stuck in your current reality, it's time to Seven of Swords, create a plan about how you're going to get out of the situation. Yeah, Pluto can feel like you're being overpowered, or you're being controlled, or you're feeling powerlessness. And if you are feeling powerlessness and stuck, it's time for you to create a plan. Aquarius is about the future. Create a strategic plan about how you're going to get momentum to get out of this situation. Yeah, this is a serious reading. Yeah, serious energy this week. Taking only what's needed. This to me is like somebody who will watch this may be in a domestic violence situation. And this is your week to really recognize that, and this next couple of weeks, recognize your situation and get out. Yeah, because this can be taking only what's needed. The universe bearing witness to true intentions, getting away with something, being strategic, being grateful for the resources you have, moving silently and quickly, of deception or portrayal. I act from a place of love or morality, and the universe witnesses my honest intentions. So if you're in a job that you hate, or a relationship where you feel like you have no power, or really you're in an abusive situation, or like where you live, like you hate, this is a good time to start making those plans, getting serious, making the plans to how are you going to take the blindfold off? What are you going to do to get out of where you need to go. A plan of attack. Change the mindset. Yes, Celestial Hannah. Yeah. Oh, Lily, I'm glad that resonates for you. Yes, you are working on, you really want to work on getting, taking your next steps with your career. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That's for everyone, Lily. Yeah, that's a collective reading for everyone. Yes. Yeah, all planets are direct. Create your plan and get going. Oh, I'm so glad this resonates with everyone. Oh, Natasha's working on your resume and cover letter to work in a place with plants and healing. I like that. Ah, this is a great time to get a new job. Yes, it is. And something could come in suddenly, like a big thing with the next new moon on Friday is the new moon is squaring Uranus. So there could be surprises. Like you put in the energy, and when Uranus can be a planet about breaking through or breaking down. So you think about how you can break through and get this new job that you want. I love it. Whose birthday is it? Yeah, this deck is great. Yeah, crap is going to blow. Yeah, I think Netanyahu, what he's done is really could be the beginning, like massive changes could be coming to Israel. Yeah, well, already they're in a war, but with the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction happening on their sun in the 8th house of death and rebirth and all that kind of stuff. Oh, Claudia's birthday. Yeah, Claudio, have a happy birthday. Yeah, this is very concerning that we could be heading towards a global crisis. Yes, yeah, Pluto. Mercury's telling us stuff and Mars is coming to meet it. So really notice what you're reading in the news or hearing people talk about related to large groups of people having massive transformations on mercurial topics. Yeah. Okay. Oh, good, Natasha. I'm glad that it resonated with you. Yes. Yeah. Your plan of attack. Yes. That's what you need. Take off the blinders. Even though if you're feeling stuck, even though you don't want to, and it's hard to move. It takes a lot of energy, but it's time to go and create the plan of attack. Good, Natasha. I'm so glad. Thank you for that beautiful feedback about you. Always enter these lives feeling better regardless of the stimuli because you enjoy me and then you leave feeling hopeful. There's always, keep hope alive. Okay, I'll be back on Wednesday for the Astro and the Oracle program. Take good care, everyone.